You mentioned kids there, and you had a tweet that said, "I'm not convinced that declining fertility needs to be proactively fought."
I forgot that one.
You're gonna have to. I dug deep. Why?
Well, I mean, think back. Like, what was it? 30 years ago, 20 years ago, everybody was saying overpopulation of the earth is going to be a problem. Malthusian ending. We're going to have too many people, and now all of a sudden we're going to have too few people. So part of it is just the doomerism meme is always alive and well, right?
It just gets repackaged.
Yeah, we're running out of oil. We have too much oil, right? It's like the world is cooling, the world is warming. Like, there's always something to scream about. The world is ending. There's no progress in technology. AI is going to blow up the world, right? So people tend to overdo in both directions. Now, what is the actual fertility problem, right? Well, people are having less kids. Are they having less kids because there's a disease? Was there a virus? Did they lose their fertility? Is it microplastics in the testicles, right? No, it's people are having less kids because they're choosing to have less kids, right? Women have gotten emancipation, independence in the workforce, and they're making more money. People don't need kids as an insurance policy, so they have less kids. Maybe they're living hedonistic lives. God bless them, right? They want to have more fun. They want to have less kids. I don't see the act of choosing to have less kids as a problem. Okay, so let's move one level up. It's because of the retirees. It's because a large percentage of the population is essentially retiring at the guaranteed age of 65 or 70, thanks to Social Security. And so they need other people to pay for it. They need more workers in the workforce. And if the workforce is shrinking, then you have a small number of people exactly who are supporting a large number of retirees. And in democracies, you can't take pensions away. The voters vote you out. So this slowly strangled the economy. So what do? Then you have a bunch of immigration, and then the whole culture changes. You end up in a low trust society, and people start fighting over limited resources, and how do you control which immigrants come in? How do you make sure that they're good taxpayers after they're in, and so on? So you end up with in kind of this trap where the low fertility rate is upstream of the downstream problems that are cultural and societal. But I'm not sure that you're going to solve that by making people have more kids. How are you going to meme them into having more kids? And I'm not even sure it's necessarily a problem, because keep in mind, you have more resources now. You have less of a burden. Now, there's a flip side where every kid is a lottery ticket and an invention. So there's some benefit to having more kids, but you can't force it. I think it'll work itself out, right? The Scott Adams has this great law, which is called the Adams law of slow-moving disasters.